These top 10 wheat pennies are worth millions of dollars, and each one is an ultra-rare treasure. If you own any of these rare coins, you're in the right place. In this video, we reveal what makes these coins so incredibly valuable and give you a complete guide on how to identify, grade, and sell them for top dollar. Don't miss your chance to discover whether you're holding a hidden fortune in your pocket change. The 1927 wheat penny without a mint mark in red condition is a standout in American coinage. Wheat pennies, minted from 1909 to 1958, are among the most iconic coins in U.S. history, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the front and two wheat stalks on the back. Today, the 1927 penny shines brightly for its rarity and collector interest. The 1927 wheat penny was minted during a prosperous time in American history, reflecting a period of economic growth. While millions of these coins were struck, finding one without a mint mark and in red condition is a true rarity. Philadelphia minted coins, like the 1927 penny without a mint mark, may seem ordinary. However, those in red condition, preserved with their original copper brilliance, are the most sought after by collectors. Coins in red condition retain the bright, coppery hue they had when first minted. Over time, most copper coins develop a darker patina due to exposure or wear, but those preserved in red condition maintain their fresh appearance. This makes them significantly more valuable. Professional grading agencies like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation and the Professional Coin Grading Service grade coins based on their condition, with red designation reserved for those with minimal wear and stunning original luster. Such coins are prized for their beauty and rarity. After nearly a century, most 1927 wheat pennies have been heavily circulated, losing their original luster and developing wear. A coin in red condition that has been carefully preserved is exceedingly rare and commands significant attention from collectors. While the majority of 1927 pennies in circulation are graded as good, fine, or very fine, finding one that retains its brilliant red appearance is akin to discovering a treasure. The market value of a 1927 wheat penny in red condition varies widely depending on its grade. Lower-grade red examples might be valued at several $100s, but top-tier specimens graded as near-perfect by agencies like NGC or PCGS can exceed $1 million at auction. The red color, combined with excellent preservation, makes these coins highly desirable. As demand grows for coins of this caliber, their market value continues to climb. Owning a 1927 wheat penny in red condition is about more than just its monetary value. It's about preserving a piece of American history. This coin reflects a time of prosperity and optimism, making it a meaningful addition to any collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a beginner, this coin is a fantastic choice due to its rarity, stunning condition, and historical significance. It's always thrilling to uncover such gems, especially those that have stood the test of time. If you're lucky enough to find one, ensure it's handled carefully and professionally graded to unlock its full value and potential. Got some 1944 Lincoln pennies lying around the house? Dig out your hoard and let's explore some of the 1944 Lincoln cents that actually have value. Lincoln cents are a popular target for collectors, and 1943 graded X. Reds are highly prized because it was the only year of a steel-coated zinc alloy before the return to the famous copper alloy in 1944. Just a few known examples exist that tuft 1944 steel Lincoln cents. Among the best-known grades PCGS MS64, one brought $158,000 in 2018. More recently, that one sold for $108,000 in August 2022 and $180,000 in April 2023. You're probably not going to find a 1944 steel Lincoln cent in mint state, but even broken, corroded, or cleaned specimens can be worth big bucks. In November 2023, even one in corroded and damaged condition sold for a grand total of $1,700. Of course, cleaning a coin like this would be a terrible mistake, but even so, one went for 16 out of 80 in October 2022. Clearly, steel 1944 Lincoln cents are extraordinarily rare and valuable, only dozens are known to exist. But your run-of-the-mill 1944 Lincoln cents, the copper varieties you see in rolls and collections, can also be worth tons of cash. Let's begin with your run-of-the-mill 1944 Lincoln cents. San Francisco Mint examples will sport an S mint mark, and although more than 282 million were minted, this is a far smaller number than those from the Denver and Philadelphia mints. In mint, uncirculated condition, 1944 Lincoln cents can be valued at $100 to $150 apiece. In circulated condition, however, you're talking about a value of probably $200 to $500 per coin, before any selling or shipping fees. The main aspect to watch out for with 1944 pennies is whether or not you have any rare mint errors or varieties. Some 1944 Lincoln cents, for example, have been discovered struck on thick planchets. Such coins are quite thicker than normal 1944 cents and weigh around 4 grams instead of the usual 3.11 grams. These rare thick planchet coins can go for around $15,000 to $17,000 and above, depending on condition. Another variant to watch out for is the 1944 SS mint mark variety, known as a reperched mint mark. With these coins, the S mint mark seems to be stamped over another S, making a variety that is relatively small but discernible up close. Rounded dates of this type can bring in more than $1,000 for coins in nearly pristine state. But coins in circulated condition more often sell in the $50 to $100 range based on wear and demand. Finally, if you do happen across a 1944 Lincoln cent in MS-67 or better, you probably have a little treasure worth thousands of dollars. Collector guides have been put to the test, and as a result, the top-graded specimens fetch a premium at auction houses. You may have found several of these important 1944 Lincoln cents in your holdings. If so, be sure to handle them with care and have them graded if you think they are in mint condition. It is the 1957 wheat penny with no mint mark. This specific penny is an absolute gem in any collection, and even if it's just in circulation condition, it's rare, it's valuable. And if you're lucky enough to spot one, it could fetch a pretty penny, pun intended. So let's take a deep dive into the details that make this coin so special, its market value today, and why it remains a sought-after piece among collectors. First, we need to talk about the 1957 wheat penny. This coin is a part of the famous series that was minted from 1909 to 1958 and features two famous designs, the obverse, which portrays President Abraham Lincoln, and the reverse showcases a pair of wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent. It was designed by Victor David Brenner and quickly became one of the most recognizable American coins in circulation. There were 3 different mint locations in the U.S. in 1957 that produced coins: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint, and normally a mint mark is stamped on the coin to show where it was made. Now, for the 1957 wheat penny without a mint mark, it is specifically from the Philadelphia Mint. This is important to know because it was one of those few years when pennies were mostly minted in Philadelphia. When the 1957 holds no mint mark on the coin, it makes it appear special. Now let's talk rarity, the 1957 wheat penny in circulation condition. Now, despite most of the pennies from early 20th century being pretty common, this one isn't. This penny got circulated over time. There were many coins worn down by years of handling and eventually were melted down during coin shortages. Because of this, finding one today in good condition would be like finding a needle in a haystack. In circulation condition, the coin may show signs of wear, including flattened details on Lincoln's face or the wheat stalks. The wear will typically reduce the overall sharpness and contrast of the coin. But despite that, a 1957 wheat penny remains a rare find, because so many of them have been lost or damaged over time. Now, what's the value, you might be asking yourself? What is a 1957 wheat penny worth today? Well, even if the coin was in circulation condition, it still holds a fair amount of value. In good and very good condition, on average, a 1957 wheat penny without a mint mark can be worth anywhere between $100 to $500, and some change that's because it is relatively rare compared to other pennies from the same era. But here's where it gets interesting. If the coin is in better condition, we are talking about a fine or extra fine state. Its value can rise exponentially. A 1957 wheat penny in fine condition can easily be worth around $7,000. And if for whatever reason you manage to stumble upon one in an uncirculated fashion with razor-sharp details and little to nowhere, it can fetch anywhere from $9,000 or more. As you can see, collectors hold these coins in high esteem, and it's easy to see why. The 1957 wheat penny without a mint mark is a particular favorite for both beginner and advanced collectors. But what exactly affects the value of a 1957 wheat penny? Well, like all coins, a big part of its value is based on its condition. The higher the grade, the more the coin is worth. For example, a circulated coin may not even be worth $1. But if it's uncirculated or proof, like its value is crazy. If you're hoping to find this 1957 wheat penny without a mint mark, there are just a few places to check. While the local coin shops or eBay online auctions is a start, it's important to do your research that you're not overpaying for a coin that isn't as rare as it seems. Be wary of coins that have been over-cleaned or altered, as these can affect the value. In fact, coins in their original state, without any cleaning or tampering, are always known to hold more value. So whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just looking to get into the hobby, the 1957 wheat penny without a mint mark is a special piece to have your eye on. Even in circulation condition can hold value, and with the right care and preservation, it could end up being a valuable piece in your coin collection. The 1952 Lincoln wheat penny is not just a piece of change, it is a snippet of history. Before we move ahead, some context. The year 1952 was a glowing page in the book of post-war America and the era of post-war prosperity marked by the final chapter of World War II. That penny, struck at the Denver Mint during that same period, has a piece of that history in it. Victor David Brenner designed the reverse side. It was first made in 1909 to mark the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The reverse side of the coin features a wheat ears design, which represents prosperity and growth. The obverse shows Lincoln in profile, while the reverse features the classic design with the wheat ears that has led collectors to refer to them as Wheaties. Now let me give a specific example. The 1952 D. This penny was minted at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by a small D mint mark underneath the date on the obverse. More than 746 million of these coins were struck, making it a common coin for collectors, but still a desirable coin for collectors nonetheless. Coinage from 1952 D represents a steady time in USA history. These coins were made of a 95% copper and 5% zinc alloy, making them durable and long-lasting. The 1952 D Lincoln wheat penny value. By grade. The 1952 D Lincoln wheat penny value is largely determined by the grade of the coin. In circulated form, these coins usually trade for between $50 and $100. But mint state or uncirculated coins can be worth several dollars or higher. Coins graded MS-65 or higher are even more valuable. An uncirculated 1952 D penny that has sharp details, little to no wear, and original luster, for instance, could be worth $10 to $13,000 or more depending on the market and demand. In terms of a coin's value, grading is important. Coins are graded on a 1 to 70 scale, where higher numbers are better. Sharp details in Lincoln's profile and the wheat stalks, along with a flat, shiny surface with little wear. Full mint luster without any faults are especially desirable coins. If you are unsure of your grading, professional coin grading services such as PCGS or NGC are available to authenticate and assess the quality of your coin. You do not need to go at it alone, as getting involved in a coin collector's community can also offer helpful insight and resources on how to evaluate and store your coins. The 1952 D Lincoln wheat penny is an interesting coin to learn about whether you have been collecting coins for decades or just started a week ago. Given its historical significance, timeless style, and potential for appreciation, an original can be a very worthwhile addition to any collection. If you discover one of these in your collection, proceed with caution and consider getting it graded. If you enjoy this video, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more information on collectible coins. And as always, find a link in the description for more about coin grading and value. Wishing you the best with your collections. The 1940 no-mint mark wheat penny is a treasure in any collection. This historical coin, even in circulated condition, is highly sought after and valued accordingly. If you're lucky enough to see one, it could bring in a big price. Now let's explore what makes the 1940 wheat penny special, how much it is worth today in the market, and why it is still highly desired to collectors. The 1940 wheat penny is a part of the well-known wheat penny collection struck from 1909 to 1958. This series includes two iconic designs, the face or obverse, featuring President Abraham Lincoln, and the reverse, featuring a pair of wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent. A creation of the engraver. Victor David Brenner, the wheat penny would soon become one of the most iconic coins in American history. 3 U.S. mints created wheat pennies in 1940, the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. A mint mark is typically stamped on coins made in Denver, D, or San Francisco, S. But if no mint mark, the coin was minted in Philadelphia. This matters to collectors because coins from different mints tend to have different degrees of rarity and value. Despite the large mintage of the 1940 wheat penny, time has worn many of these coins away into oblivion. Coins in circulation wear down, and many feature flattened details in Lincoln's profile or the wheat stalks. In addition, some coins were melted down during coin shortages in later years, which makes well-preserved examples even rarer. If you can find a 1940 wheat penny in high grade today, it is like finding a buried treasure. Time has turned this piece of an era when pennies were rampant and stamped into pieces of scrap metal simply by use, making them scarce for collectors. So, how much is a 1940 wheat penny worth in today's values? This coin can still be worth some decent value, even in circulated condition. A 1940 wheat penny without a mint mark is usually worth between $50 and $100 in good to very good condition. In fine to extra fine condition, the value rises to $500 to $1,000, depending on the clarity of details and overall condition. The real excitement, though, is with uncirculated or mint state coins. A beautiful and well-defined 1940 wheat penny with shiny mint luster can value more than $5,000 to $1,000. MS-65 or above examples are at the top of what collectors generally want, worth $55,000 or more. Acceptance into a top-tier authentication service, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, is paramount. The price of any coin depends on a few key factors. One of the most important is condition, or grade. Coins are rated on a 1 to 70 scale, with 70 being the best preservation. Coins that are sharp, lightly worn, and retain original luster are more expensive. Another reason is the rarity of the 1940 wheat penny with no mint mark. It's not terribly common, but it's not a unicorn either. Well-preserved examples are significantly tougher to track down and therefore more sought after. Originality also matters. The non-cleaned, non-tampered coins are worth much more. Partially cleaned coins have most of their appeal and collector value removed. If you're interested in adding a 1940 wheat penny to your collection, there are a couple common places to check. Check your local coin shops, coin shows, and online on places like eBay. It's always good to check sellers and prices to ensure you are not overpaying. Avoid coins that look too shiny or tampered with, since it can decrease their value. For higher-grade coins, grading from services such as PCGS or NGC can authenticate the condition of the coin and help them sell on the open market. The 1940 wheat penny is something more than a coin. It's a glimpse into America's history. Minted in the lead-up to the cataclysm of World War II, this penny captures a moment of change and resilience in the story of the United States. For collectors, owning this coin is like holding a tangible piece of that era, thus making it an indispensable part of any collection. If you're a seasoned collector or a new hobbyist, the 1940 wheat penny no mint mark is an interesting coin to have in your collection. Even in circulated condition, it is valuable, and if cared for, it could become a highlight of your collection. But here they are. Those old coins worth more than their weight in gold, beauty, and rarity added in. The last wheat cent issued, the 1958 coin, is a prized piece of American history. In either its circulated state or its pristine, uncirculated form, it has great worth and rewards dedicated collectors with its treasure. Now, why is this coin so special and valuable today, and why it continues to sparkle in the numismatic world? The 1958 wheat penny marked the conclusion of a number of outstanding times in U.S. coinage. The wheat penny design was created by Victor David Brenner and was introduced in 1909 to mark the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Boasting Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and 2 stalks of wheat bordering the words 1 cent on its reverse, this one would go on to become one of the most recognizable designs in U.S. coinage history. Pennies were minted at 2 main sites in 1958, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Coins are minted in Philadelphia without a mint mark, while those minted in Denver will show a small D under the date on the obverse side of the coin. The 1958 penny without a mint mark is sought after, as it was one of the last to be made with that wheat design before it was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. However, despite the sheer volume of pennies produced in 1958, locating one in mint condition today is very much a challenge. Many coins have been lost, defaced, or heavily circulated over the years, and it became increasingly rare to find well-preserved examples. For collectors, even the difficulty of locating a high-grade 1958 wheat penny serves to enhance its appeal. Even in circulated condition, this 1958 wheat penny is worth so much more than its face value. In good to very good condition, it sells for between $60 to 100 coins of fine to extra fine condition, often sell for $5.15, depending on overall appearance and detail. But high-grade and uncirculated coins are where the true excitement is. A 1958 wheat penny in mint state, rated MS65 or higher, can fetch $50 to $150 without breaking a sweat. Top examples: graded MS67 or higher and certified by either PCGS or NGC have sold for well above $5,000 at auction as well. The holy grail of 1958 wheat pennies for collectors is the very rare double-die obverse error. This incredible minting error displays pronounced doubling of the date and the words, "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." Only a handful of these coins are known, making them highly desirable. Average prices for a 1958 double die-obverse wheat penny in uncirculated condition currently range from $50,000 to $200,000 plus, depending on the coin's grade and market demand. The condition, or grade, of the coin is one of the most important factors in determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades reflecting better preservation and diminished detail. Essentially, the more detail a coin has, the more luster it still has, and of course, the less any type of wear, circulation, or abrasion, the greater the value, and they can be worth many multiples over a coin with any or all of these factors. So another component is originality. Untouched coins are worth more because they are less likely to have been tampered with. Also, professionally certified coins from trustworthy grading services typically command higher prices on the market. If you're looking to track down a 1958 wheat penny, there are plenty of places to begin your search. Good resources are local coin shops, coin shows, and online marketplaces such as eBay. When dealing with high-value coins, consider conducting business through a reputable dealer or forego DIY solutions for professionally graded and authenticated coins. The 1958 wheat penny is not just any old coin, it's a piece of history, tangible history, a popular year among collectors being the last year of the Wheat Penny series. Its opulent design, incredible story, and ability to hold value makes it a great pick for any collection. Whether you are an experienced numismatist or you just began your adventure into coin collecting, the 1958 Wheat Penny is a coin to be desired. Even in circulated condition, it has a special charm, and uncirculated it can be the crowning piece of your collection. With time and a little luck, this extraordinary coin may turn out to be both a profitable money and a cherished piece of American history. Next, reveal the secret of the Lincoln penny from 1930 without mint mark, something that could be in your collection on the shelves and could be a handsome price. Now that we are all settled in, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and hit that bell for your notification on everything rare and valuable in coins. Now, let us move on to what we really came for, the 1930 Lincoln penny, and why it is so hot among coin collectors today. In 1930, the United States was still reeling from the effects of the Great Depression, and coin production was deeply diminished. A result of this economic depression was lower mintages of various coins, the 1930 Lincoln penny being among them. This is particularly true for the version that has no mint mark, struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Its low mintage render it very coveted today, and its relative scarcity and numismatic importance to collectors around the world. Now, let's take a look at the features that makes this coin stand out. The 1909 Lincoln penny without a mint mark displays the beloved design by Victor David Brenner, with the image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two wheat stalks wrapping the words 1 cent on the reverse, a well-defined and crispy strike on both sides. Certain elements of the Lincoln portrait and the wheat stalks, or the lack thereof, can make a huge difference in the value. Furthermore, because this coin does not bear a mint mark, this is especially important to verify its authenticity and origin. Highly, the 1930 Lincoln penny without a mint mark has reached some staggering auction prices. In circulated condition, it can be worth between $5,000 and $1,000 depending on condition and wear. But the real fun is in high-grade examples. Uncirculated coins with slight wear and crisp details have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. And for those precious pieces assigned MS-65 or better, the number may exceed $100,000. Coinage so rare and fine that monster pieces have fetched prices north of $1 million have established this coin as a numismatic king. The value of a 1930 Lincoln penny can be determined by different factors. Its worth is primarily driven by its rarity, historical significance, and condition. Coins in mint state or with special attributes like die errors or double dies fetch a premium in the collector market. A lot of this could hurt the value if you cleaned it or did something else to it, he said, noting that doing so can change a coin's value immensely. So I always say, handle your treasures with care. It is important to authenticate your 1930 Lincoln penny with no mint mark to make sure it is genuine. It is better to study its features under a magnifying glass and compare them with reliable numismatic guides. If in doubt, you may consider submitting your coin to a professional grading service, such as PCGS or NGC, both of which can issue an official certification of a coin's grade and authenticity. Not only does this confirm your coin, but it also increases the market value of your coin. The point being, as we conclude, that sometimes hidden gems lie in the least likely of places. Get looking through all your coins, piggy banks, and inherited jars of coins. You may very well uncover a financial fortune in a 1930 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. During one of the darkest eras in the history of the United States, these coins were created as both a tangible asset and a symbol of determination. One of the most well-known coins in American numismatics, the not-so-humble 1955 Wheat Penny, has a storied past and rare features to entice coin collectors. Valuable 1955 Wheat Pennies, in circulated or pristine uncirculated condition, are hot commodities for collectors and are dollar wealthy. So let us dig deeper into the reasons why this rare coin is so special. Why is it so valuable now? And why does it still serve as one of the key pieces in the numismatic puzzle? The 1955 wheat penny has a historic place in U.S. coinage. The wheat penny design was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln and was designed by Victor David Brenner. With Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks flanking the words 1 cent on the reverse, the design would become a hallmark of American coinage for decades to come. The wheat penny design, however, would not be used any longer after 1958, making the 1955 penny the last significant year in the series. There was both bronze, cent, and zinc, cent, pennies, minted in 1955 at the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. 1955 Philadelphia penny, no mint mark, is particularly important because several examples exist with a rare double-die obverse error that created the famous 1955 P double-die penny. This error, in which the date and inscriptions were doubled, has gone on to become one of the most famous and valuable errors in coinage history. Although there was a significantly higher number of pennies made in 1955, the double-die error means that a 1955 wheat penny in incredible condition is a one-in-the-chamber find. Coins with this error are coveted not only for their rarity, but also for their quirky appeal to collectors. A 1955 double-die obverse wheat penny can command between $100,000 to over $500,000, depending upon the market demand for the in-demand coin, and any well-preserved examples are worth an extra premium. The 1955 wheat penny sells for far more than its face value, even in circulated condition. These coins in good to very good condition can sell for $1 to $5. Fine and extra fine coins are valued between $25 and $75, again depending on the detail and overall appearance. However, it is the mint state coins that really get your heart racing, especially those graded MS-65 or higher, and are often worth $2,000 to $5,000, the ultimate 1955 wheat penny that you could ever dream of adding to your collection. Without it costing thousands is the double-die obverse error. The doubling on the date, Liberty, and In God We Trust is so pronounced that it is noticeable even to casual observers. There are now only a few known of these coins, making them very rare. In mint condition, grade MS-65 or better, a 1955 double-die obverse can fetch $500,000 or more, setting auction records for this already famous penny. It does how the coin is graded, or its condition, better condition, the more valuable. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades meaning better preservation and more detailed strikes. An example that has strong, visible details with mild wear will be worth many multiples the cost of one that is more heavily circulated or suffers from surface damage. Collective originality is another point of interest for collectors. Coins that have not been cleaned or altered are worth far more, as any tampering decreases their desirability. Coins that are professionally graded and authenticated by reputable services, such as PCGS or NGC, generally bring higher prices in the marketplace since they provide assurance of the coin's authenticity and condition. So you have widely many market to look for a 1955 wheat penny. Local coin shops, coin shows, and online marketplaces such as eBay are good places to start. Which is why for rare pieces like the double-die error, you should be working with a reputable dealer or buying coins that have been professionally graded, so you can be sure that you have a genuine high-value piece in hand. And it's not just a coin. The 1955 wheat penny is a tangible link from one time in America's past to another and a keystone in the history of U.S. coinage. Whether due to the famous double-die variety or simply a great piece to behold, the 1955 penny is near and dear to the hearts of collectors. Its historical importance, scarcity of traits, and potential for great worth contribute towards it being a remarkable part of any collection. The 1955 wheat penny is a coin that has fascinated and inspired both seasoned numismatists and novices for decades. Circulated, it contains a historical element, but uncirculated, or with the rare double die error, it could hold a place of honor in a museum-quality coin collection. However, with a lot of patience, a watchful eye, and a bit of luck, you might just find a 1955 wheatback penny that ends up not only being an exceptional investment, but a piece of American numismatic history. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and insights. Don't miss out on future videos that could help you discover even more valuable coins. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. The 1940 wheat penny without a mint mark. If you have this coin lying around, you might just be sitting on a gold mine. Depending on its condition, this penny can be worth up to $75,000. That's right. A single copper coin from 1940 could turn into a major payday if it's in top shape. Now imagine holding a coin struck over 80 years ago in Philadelphia, the heart of American coin production. This penny carries no mint mark and was made using a rich bronze alloy of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it that classic vintage glow that collectors dream about. If your 1940 penny still has that reddish luster and sharp design details, you're in for a big surprise. Grading is everything when it comes to unlocking the real value of this coin. Coins graded by NGC or PCGS in mint state condition, especially MS65 and above, are the true showstoppers. These high-grade examples with crisp features, minimal wear, and original shine are what drive the value into the tens of thousands. If yours has even a hint of its original brilliance, you should absolutely get it professionally graded. But here's what makes the 1940 no mint mark wheat penny even more special. Millions were made, but very few survive in pristine condition. Time, humidity, and circulation have worn down most examples. So when collectors find one that's nearly flawless, it's like striking numismatic gold. The demand for high-grade coins from this era is stronger than ever, making this penny one of the hottest pieces in the market. And let's talk design. The reverse features those iconic wheat ears symbolizing the strength and growth of America's agricultural roots, while the obverse showcases the profile of Abraham Lincoln still standing strong and proud after all these decades. It's more than just a coin. It's a tribute to America's resilience and legacy. If you have a 1940 wheat penny with no mint mark, start by checking the details. Is Lincoln's jawline sharp? Is there a full separation in the wheat lines on the reverse? Is the color a deep original copper tone? These are the signs that your coin might be one of the rare high-value ones collectors are chasing. In today's market, storage also matters. Keeping your coin in a dry, airtight holder can preserve its value and prevent corrosion. Avoid touching it directly with your fingers, as the oils can reduce its grade. Every small detail counts when it comes to protecting and possibly cashing in on this historical treasure. So take another look at that old penny jar. You never know. The 1940 wheat penny without a mint mark could be the star of your collection and the key to unlocking a serious financial reward. Stay tuned as we uncover even more hidden coin treasures that could be sitting right in your hands. Worth of this rare and historical coin is $42,500, making it a must-have for serious collectors and numismatists. The 1932 no mint mark Lincoln wheat penny is a significant and sought-after coin due to its historical importance, rarity in higher grades, and substantial market value. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin lacks a mint mark, which is standard for coins produced at this facility. The 1932 Lincoln wheat penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, weighing 3.11 grams with a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. Its obverse features a right-facing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" above, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1932 to the right. The reverse showcases two wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, with the national motto, A pluribus unum above. Despite its high mintage, the 1932 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny can be highly valuable in exceptional conditions. While circulated examples are relatively common and worth only a few cents to a few dollars, uncirculated specimens with pristine surfaces and strong details can fetch impressive prices. The value of this coin varies significantly based on factors, such as grade, luster, and strike quality. Coins in lower grades may only be worth a few cents, but those in higher grades, such as mint state, MS, or those with a red RD designation, can command substantial premiums. In particular, a well-preserved 1932 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny has been known to reach an astounding market value of $42,500 at auction. The high value of this coin can be attributed to its eye appeal, rarity in top grades, and collector demand. Coins with full mint luster, sharp strike details, and minimal contact marks are especially desirable. Third-party grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, authenticate and grade these coins with higher grades, significantly increasing their market worth. In recent years, auction results have demonstrated the strong demand for high-grade 1932 no-mint mark wheat pennies, with collectors willing to pay thousands of dollars for superb examples. This remarkable value highlights the importance of proper preservation and grading when determining a coin's true worth. For collectors and investors, the 1932 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny remains a compelling piece of American numismatic history. As part of the iconic Lincoln Cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909, this coin represents a time when the U.S. economy and society were on the brink of significant change during the early 1930s. The Great Depression and economic turmoil of this era make pre-war copper pennies like the 1932 issue particularly interesting to collectors. This historical context, combined with the coin's enduring appeal, ensures that the 1932 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny will continue to be a treasured asset for numismatists worldwide. The year 1932 was a significant period in American history. The United States was in the midst of the Great Depression, with economic hardships affecting millions of Americans. Coins minted during this time were produced in lower quantities due to reduced economic activity, adding to their collectible appeal. Victor David Brenner's design of the Lincoln wheat penny was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse features a detailed right-facing portrait of Lincoln, which has remained largely unchanged for over a century. The reverse features two wheat stalks, symbolizing prosperity and agricultural strength, along with the denomination and country name. The 1932 Lincoln wheat penny maintained the same design elements that collectors admire today. The coin's 95% copper composition gives it a reddish appearance when well preserved, but many examples have developed a natural patina over time due to oxidation. The presence of tin and zinc in the alloy also affects the coin's durability and color variations. Over time, some coins develop a brownish tone, BN, while those that retain their original red luster, RD, are considered the most valuable by collectors. While the 1932 Lincoln wheat penny is not rare in lower grades, high-grade examples are considerably scarcer. Coins that have been well preserved with full mint luster and minimal marks are highly sought after. The Sheldon grading scale, which ranges from poor, P1, to mint state perfect, MS70, is used to determine a coin's condition. The most valuable 1932 pennies are those graded MS65 or higher, especially with a red RD designation. Coins graded MS60 to MS64 are still valuable, but they may exhibit minor imperfections, such as small contact marks or slight discoloration. Those graded MS65 and above are considered gem quality, with sharp details and strong luster. The finest known specimens can reach grades of MS67 or Worth of this rare and historical coin is an astonishing $85,000, making it one of the most sought-after and valuable coins of all time. The 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny is an extraordinary find due to its extreme rarity, historical significance, and substantial market demand. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin lacks a mint mark, which is standard for coins produced at this facility. The 1951 Lincoln wheat penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, weighing 3.11 grams with a diameter of 19.05 meters. Its obverse features a right-facing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" above, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1951 to the right. The reverse showcases two wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, with the national motto E pluribus unum above. Despite its high mintage, the 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny can be immensely valuable in exceptional conditions. While circulated examples are relatively common and worth only a few cents to a few dollars, uncirculated specimens with pristine surfaces and strong details can fetch jaw-dropping prices. The value of this coin varies significantly based on factors such as grade, luster, and strike quality. Coins in lower grades may only be worth a few cents, but those in higher grades, such as Mint State, MS, or those with a red, RD designation, can command astronomical premiums. In particular, a well-preserved 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny has been known to reach a record-breaking market value of $85,000 at auction. The high value of this coin can be attributed to its eye appeal, extreme scarcity in top grades, and ever-growing collector demand. Coins with full mint luster, sharp strike details, and minimal contact marks are particularly desirable. Third-party grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, authenticate and grade these coins, with higher grades significantly increasing their market worth. In recent years, auction results have demonstrated the relentless demand for high-grade 1951 no-mint mark wheat pennies, with collectors willing to pay exorbitant sums for pristine examples. This astonishing value highlights the importance of proper preservation and grading when determining a coin's true worth. For collectors and investors, the 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny remains a legendary piece of American numismatic history. As part of the iconic Lincoln Cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909, this coin represents a period of economic and social transformation in the United States. The post-war era of the early 1950s saw major industrial growth and a booming economy, making coins from this period particularly intriguing to collectors. This historical context, combined with the coin's enduring appeal, ensures that the 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny will continue to be a prized asset for numismatists worldwide. The year 1951 was a defining period in American history. The country was experiencing rapid technological advancements and a rise in consumer culture, with economic prosperity sweeping the nation. Coins minted during this time were produced in large quantities, but few have survived in pristine condition, adding to their collectible appeal. Victor David Brenner's design of the Lincoln wheat penny was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse features a detailed, right-facing portrait of Lincoln, which has remained largely unchanged for over a century. The reverse features two wheat stalks, symbolizing prosperity and agricultural strength, along with the denomination and country name. The 1951 Lincoln wheat penny maintained the same design elements that collectors admire today. The coin's 95% copper composition gives it a striking reddish appearance when well preserved, but many examples have developed a natural patina over time due to oxidation. The presence of tin and zinc in the alloy, also affects the coin's durability and color variations. Over time, some coins develop a brownish tone, BN, while those that retain their original red luster, RD, are considered the most valuable by collectors. While the 1951 Lincoln wheat penny is not rare in lower grades, high-grade examples are exceedingly scarce. Coins that have been well preserved with full mint luster and minimal marks are highly coveted. The Sheldon grading scale, which ranges from poor, P1, to mint state perfect, MS70, is used to determine a coin's condition. The most valuable 1951 pennies are those graded MS65 or higher, especially with a red RD designation. Coins graded MS60 to MS64 are still valuable, but they may exhibit minor imperfections, such as small contact marks or slight discoloration. Those graded MS65 and above are considered gem quality, with sharp details and strong luster. The Fin. The 1935 wheat penny without a mint mark is an exceptionally rare and highly valuable coin, with well-preserved examples reaching up to $85,000 or more, depending on their condition. While it was produced in significant quantities at the Philadelphia Mint, its scarcity in top condition has made it one of the most sought-after coins in the numismatic world. Featuring the familiar bust of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and 2 stalks of wheat on the reverse, this coin continues to captivate collectors and investors alike, serving as a testament to a key period in U.S. history. The value of the 1935 wheat penny is primarily influenced by its condition and rarity in that state. Although millions were struck, most have suffered significant wear from circulation, making well-preserved specimens incredibly rare. Coins graded at MS65 or higher, mint state or uncirculated quality, are especially valuable, sometimes reaching tens of thousands or more. The 1935 penny, lacking a mint mark, is particularly coveted due to its Philadelphia Mint origin, and those in pristine condition are highly desirable among collectors. Factors such as original luster, sharp details, minimal blemishes, and flawless surface quality significantly increase the coin's market value, making it a numismatic gem. The increasing demand for high-quality, graded coins has significantly driven up the price of the 1935 wheat penny. As more collectors recognize its historical and numismatic value, they are willing to pay top dollar for well-preserved specimens. Beyond its rarity, this penny holds deep historical significance. Minted during a period of economic recovery following the Great Depression. As a symbol of resilience and progress, the 1935 penny carries both historical and monetary importance, making it an extraordinary addition to any collection. The scarcity of these coins in uncirculated condition has further heightened their market value. Most 1935 pennies were used in daily transactions, resulting in heavy wear and corrosion. Coins with no signs of wear, featuring sharp, crisp designs and retaining their original sheen, are extremely rare and highly valued by collectors. Additionally, coins that are certified by trusted grading companies like NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, or PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, often fetch higher prices due to their assured authenticity and condition. As time passes, the availability of high-grade 1935 pennies continues to dwindle. The number of specimens in exceptional condition is limited, which further fuels demand and increases their value. Coins graded MS65 or higher can command prices in the range of $85,000 or more, depending on additional factors such as provenance, unique features, or minting errors. This staggering value makes the 1935 wheat penny one of the most astonishing finds in U.S. coinage history. Beyond its historical significance, the 1935 wheat penny offers incredible investment potential. Due to its limited supply and ever-growing demand, particularly for those in pristine condition, the coin has shown consistent appreciation in value over time. Coins that retain their original luster and show minimal signs of wear, especially when paired with professional certification, are not only treasured collectibles, but also lucrative investments with remarkable returns. For anyone looking to buy or sell a 1935 wheat penny, professional grading is essential. Grading assures the authenticity and condition of the coin, making it a critical element in maximizing its value. A 1935 wheat penny graded MS-65 or higher is a true rarity, offering collectors an extraordinary opportunity to own a significant piece of American numismatic history, with a market value reaching up to $85,000 or more. The 1935 wheat penny, particularly in top condition and graded by a reputable service, remains one of the most valuable and coveted coins in the U.S. market today. With its breathtaking value, deep historical importance, and rarity in high-grade conditions, this penny stands as a true numismatic marvel. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a first-time buyer, acquiring a 1935 wheat penny in excellent condition is an exhilarating experience, one that promises not just historical pride, but also immense financial rewards in the years to come. The 1936 wheat penny, with an edge error and strong collector demand, is an exceptionally rare and highly valuable coin, with well-preserved examples reaching up to $100,000 or more depending on their condition. While it was produced in significant quantities at the Philadelphia Mint, its scarcity in top condition has made it one of the most sought-after coins in the numismatic world. Featuring the familiar bust of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and 2 stalks of wheat on the reverse, this coin continues to captivate collectors and investors alike, serving as a testament to a key period in U.S. history. The value of the 1936 wheat penny is primarily influenced by its condition, rarity, and edge error. Although millions were struck, most have suffered significant wear from circulation, making well-preserved specimens incredibly rare. Coins graded at MS-65 or higher, mint state, or uncirculated quality are especially valuable, sometimes reaching over $100,000. The 1936 penny, lacking a mint mark, is particularly coveted due to its Philadelphia Mint origin, and those in pristine condition are highly desirable among collectors. Factors such as original luster, sharp details, minimal blemishes, and flawless surface quality significantly increase the coin's market value, making it a numismatic gem. The increasing demand for high-quality graded coins has significantly driven up the price of the 1936 wheat penny. As more collectors recognize its historical and numismatic value, they are willing to pay top dollar for well-preserved specimens. Beyond its rarity, this penny holds deep historical significance. Minted during a period of economic recovery following the Great Depression. As a symbol of resilience and progress, the 1936 penny carries both historical and monetary importance, making it an extraordinary addition to any collection. The scarcity of these coins in uncirculated condition has further heightened their market value. Most 1936 pennies were used in daily transactions, resulting in heavy wear and corrosion. Coins with no signs of wear, featuring sharp, crisp designs, and retaining their original sheen, are extremely rare and highly valued by collectors. Additionally, coins that are certified by trusted grading companies like NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, or PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, often fetch higher prices due to their assured authenticity and condition. As time passes, the availability of high-grade 1936 pennies continues to dwindle. The number of specimens in exceptional condition is limited, which further fuels demand and increases their value. Coins graded MS-65 or higher can command prices in the range of $100,000 or more, depending on additional factors such as provenance, unique features, or minting errors. This staggering value makes the 1936 wheat penny one of the most astonishing finds in U.S. coinage history. Beyond its historical significance, the 1936 wheat penny offers incredible investment potential. Due to its limited supply and ever-growing Demand, particularly for those in pristine condition, the coin has shown consistent appreciation in value over time. Coins that retain their original luster and show minimal signs of wear, especially when paired with professional certification, are not only treasured collectibles, but also lucrative investments with remarkable returns. For anyone looking to buy or sell a 1936 wheat penny, professional grading is essential. Grading assures the authenticity and condition of the coin, making it a critical element in maximizing its value. A 1936 wheat penny graded MS-65 or higher is a true rarity, offering collectors an extraordinary opportunity to own a significant piece of American numismatic history, with a market value reaching up to $100,000 or more. The 1936 wheat penny, particularly in top condition and graded by a reputable service, remains one of the most valuable and coveted coins in the U.S. market today. With its breathtaking value, deep historical importance, and rarity in high grade conditions, this penny stands as a true numismatic marvel. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a first-time buyer, acquiring a 1936 wheat penny in excellent condition is an exhilarating experience, one that promises not just historical pride, but also immense financial rewards in the years to come.